Continuing on in our Inspirer category, Cynthia Jones is about to come to the stage. She is passionate about the intersection of entrepreneurship, ministry, and social responsibility. One of her personal values and highest priorities is to serve her community, advocating for injustice and mentoring young leaders. She loves to encourage, exhort, and emphasizes the importance of having an anchored faith in God. Please welcome to the stage our next Inspirer, Cynthia Jones.
I am so intrigued by the power of our voices. This right here, I can talk to, and I can get a map, I can get my account balance, and I can text my son. The power of our words is also powerful. The delivery of it is so important. Our words can be like a gun with a bullet in it to someone, or it can be a cold water on our soul. Either way, it is going to make a mark on someone's heart. You and I get to make the choice on what kind of mark we leave. It is so important for us to steward our words and our voice well. We all have challenges in life. All vary in what it is. But the one thing we all have in common is they are challenges, would you say? Right? You guys have had challenges. I've had challenges. When I was a little girl, I was born and raised in this town, second generation. 4 years old, my parents divorced. That happens to a lot of people, especially in this town. But then it started this barrage of dads and moms and brothers and sisters. Yeah, it was not pretty. I was shattered, and I was pain-stricken, and I was told growing up to shut up, be quiet, you're too loud, go back in the corner and be silent. And then I dated a guy for 8 years, valedictorian of high school. 8 years of, you're too stupid to go to college. Shut up, you're a little loud. Would you go sit in the corner? I believed all of those lies for a long, long time. But then I wanted to learn more. So I decided to take ASL classes, American Sign Language, because I thought it was beautiful and I could do songs at church. I thought, that sounds awesome. Well, my girlfriend said, who's an interpreter, don't you dare go learn how to do a song at church and not to learn how to communicate with the deaf. I said, okay, good. Like I do everything, all or nothing. So I signed up for ASL classes, and I loved it. My first class, I'm sitting there in the back, and all these young adults were in front of me, and I'm waiting to see what to do. I don't think I got the memo because everybody got up and started pairing up. But then my deaf teacher signed to me. I'm like, okay, I have to go to the restroom. And I backed out of that room, and I went to that restroom, and I sat down, and I cried my eyes out. Because that man, in with no words, and not even speaking, said everything that everybody else told me in life. He said, are you stupid? What's wrong? Don't you understand? Go over in the corner and sit down. I got up and I said, Lord, I can't do this. It is too hard. I cannot do this. I am too old. I am not going back in there. And all I heard was this huge voice that said, now you know how they feel in your hearing world. I said, yes, sir. I'll go back in there. And I went back in there and I learned ASL. And I went 1 through 4, and I even hired that man who said that to teach me how to communicate with the deaf culture. That is what we need to do, to be powerful with our words, to understand how we communicate with someone who's in front of us, who may be crying, who may need a hug, who may need you just to stand there and say nothing. This town, right now, I am commanding my voice back. I will not be silent. This is the town that tried to rob me of it. This is my hometown, and I've taken it back. I love to encourage, and I will encourage each and every one of you. I love people, and no one will stop me. My voice will be heard because God told me my voice will be heard. I will steward it well, and I will give you what is needed that God tells me that you're needed, not me. I am going to be a conduit of joy. I am going to speak happiness. I am not going to talk about any kind of prejudice or wrath. It is going to be good things to lift you up because this world has enough negative. We need to bring positive. We need to bring love and joy and goodness. You remember how you use your words. You remember when you're delivering it. Don't whisper into that little kid and scare them to their tracks where they can't move. Don't do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cynthia Jones.